It's been difficult to study, to research with this new job. So I'm doing that on the weekends and nights. But, once I'm done, I don't really want to make anything. So sorry. Dude, I think I named this collective dumb or collectively dumb, and that's emotion and ego or whatever. But it's this shit is appalling, man. I'm watching this. There's a whole lot of video clip channels, right? This whatever person being, it's one of those avatar channels. They don't show their face. They clipped a Gaia thing, and Gaia, if you know about Gaia, then I don't really need to say much, but there's a section of some documentary that they made where they're talking about the secret language um, of the Atlanteans or Anunnaki. I don't know which one, but and that was intriguing to me because we do have a lot of symbols. We have a lot of symbols in our culture, right? And there is something to that. That there's something to that, and it's cool that this goofy fucking um, section exists. I had to stop it in the middle though, because at the beginning they're showing cave paintings, and these cave paintings made me realize something. All of the fucking cave paintings that I've seen look the fucking same. All of the cave paintings that I have seen, for the most part, look the same. We are dumb. We're dumb. You know? Like, think about art. When have you seen all art be of the same quality? When have you seen that? Right? Something is off about this place. And I understand, the apprehension at that thought experiment, but something is off about this place. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm not trying to say that people or beings from the lost iterations couldn't draw or were dumb. I don't subscribe to those very stupid notions, but it's the consistency. It's the repetitive consistency. Almost as if there was someone with a job to go around and make paintings in fucking caves and on rocks. They look the same. They look the same. That just think about what I'm saying rather than thinking it's hysterics. It's not hysterics. It's eureka. It's epiphany. Why do all of these depictions or drawings or paintings look so similar? Can you think about that for a second? No communication across the world, no across world communication, but all of these paintings look the same. What the fuck is that? Right? Is that not strange? Like, and I'm not talking about the symbols themselves. Sure, there was potentially and very much seems to have been a symbolic language, a visual language. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, why do those symbols and depictions look so similar? Like, compare it to utilizing the alphabet. Do you write like I write? Not when you're paying very close attention to it and drawing your letters very like carefully. When you write, does it look like when I write? No, it doesn't. That should apply to symbols even more, I would think. These are are pictograms, they're cuneiform, they're you know, glyphs. My glyphs aren't gonna look like your glyphs, dog. Like I'm just saying that's fucking strange. That is weird. Why do these paintings and depictions of shit that are supposedly 40, 50, however many, doesn't even fucking matter. They're supposed to be very, very old. Why do they all look the same? Why can't we go to uh, sections of the Grand Canyon where there are these same glyphs? Why can't we go to the pyramids where there are these sections of the pyramids and sections of the Grand Canyon? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, something is off about this place. And we're being given these very rich, like, thick stories of why that is. And it's like reverse psychology almost. Like you're being given a thing and told like, oh well, you know the secret. Everybody else doesn't believe it. That's what it feels like. And I'm really settling into that in the thought experiment that I'm in right now. Like if this existence, this place is almost like an opposite realm potentially, then apply that to more things. If, for instance, also I posted in the community section, um, Dr. Sledge is doing a series on the demiurge, on the Gnostic text. Um, if Marcion and all of if all of these very intelligent beings came to the same conclusion, like, oh fuck, this is fucked up. It's being made to seem beautiful, but this is actually fucked up. If they all came to this conclusion, and this is a kind of opposite realm where you really have to sit for a second and think instead of just being spoon fed over and over again that you love this, right? This is beautiful, eat it, you love it. Then apply that to other shit. Why do all these symbols and pictograms and shit, why are they so well put together? Why do they look so similar? It's the same. Not just why are they well put together, but why do they look the same? That is fucking strange. Why like, and I think this may, within the thought, path that I'm on, it seems that the the reason for not so many thinking along these lines, or stepping into this thought process, seems to once again have something to do with the quote worship gene. I don't know what all we know and don't know. I don't know what's bullshit and what's not necessarily. I'm kind of like, just thinking of those things or coming to those things as they as I get to them, I guess. But one thing I will say is the worship gene concept. There is something to that, and it doesn't just have to do with religion. There's the concept of like politics. That is the worship gene in action. Um, Celebrities. That is the worship gene in action. As a society, I'm not speaking about all of us because I don't I respect work. I respect capability. I respect, you know, acts. So like when I say I love Deftones, it's because they make good shit. I don't worship them. I'm not gonna clam up if I meet them in person. Um, I don't know that I want to meet them in person because I would like for their work to remain as is, and I don't want them being like something different than what I would hope in my head to ruin that. So like, you know, I think that we mask things as a society in our heads, and I think it has to do with the worship gene. I may be talking funny. My tongue is swollen. Allergies. Um, but I think we mask things in our heads because of it, and it because it's so we're inclined to do so because of said worship gene. That's where a gigantic portion of cognitive dissonance seems to come from. Not positive, but it definitely seems like it, you know? And I don't know, man. I have these like notions or epiphanies where it just kind of like it's something that I don't give a fuck about. Like I'm not especially preoccupied with glyphs and cave paintings and shit like that. They really haven't meant shit to. They still don't mean shit to me. But looking, I'm watching like the umpteenth video or depiction, or I'm seeing the like hundredth picture of cave paintings, and I'm like, why the fuck do all of these look the same? Every cave painting I've seen, they look the same. Why has that never sprouted oh fuck in my head? That's weird. When I write something and you write something, it's different. It looks different. But all these cave paintings just happen to look the same. That's fucked. That is fucked. Please think about that for a minute and understand what I'm saying. You know? What the fuck is that? What is that? Where am I? Where the fuck am I, dog? Like, what is this? Um, it is very funny though. I love I love thought experiments, but god damn it. What what the fuck does that mean? Anyway, I'm gonna come back to that at some point. I think I'm gonna talk about that later today. Um, that is something that it took me, you know, close to 40 years to fucking uh, eureka. But we have things that we're told are a thing that are not specifically what we maybe think they are. And again, I'll use the example of there's a show called Foundation, and they depict very clearly and accurately the concept of advanced civilizations utilizing the worship gene to just make dumb people believe shit. Useful idiots using that to make useful idiots of whole worlds, whole societies. I think that that is a real thing that happens potentially. Thought experiment. So fucking tired of talking like this. Um, if you look at text, if you look at how societies and cultures and tribes behave, there is some sort of collective like ease of worship. It comes natural. I don't know if it has to do with genetics or not. It doesn't really fucking matter. But there is a worship thing that we have as, whatever the fuck this is here that affects all of society. As I mentioned, politics, um, art, family, even. Look at the family structure. Kids worship their parent. Like, there is a worship thing here that seems to affect all of culture, all of existence, in a sense. We can't even figure out what this, ontological theory of everything is without placing some sort of like worship into it. People are worshiping physics to an extent that is fucking gross. Like, even I posted a video of I forgot dude's name, but a guy on Kurt's channel, Theories of Everything. I thought it was gonna be like him kind of being honest that physics is at a dead section, and but he didn't. I mean, he very much was kind of like a, no, I won't call him like a shill necessarily, but he couldn't admit that like physics is mostly bullshit right now. You know, there's the quantum and the string theory, and really they can utilize their own mathematical systems to explain their theories. That doesn't mean that shit's real, dog. Like, I'm, you know, maybe I'm in a circle of my own, but hey, fuck you, man. Show me real shit that means something. And they're all making fun of Terrence Howard, but they're doing the same thing. They're all dorks making fun of Terrence Howard for having his own theories and actually showing you what his theories are, physically showing you what his theories are, giving you examples of what his theories are, explaining them in very real terms that you can fucking understand if you do a tiny bit of digging. But when they explain their shit, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, homie. In fact, a lot of what you're saying sounds dumb, but they all, mm-hmm, yep, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Quantum dark matter. I don't. What are you talking about? Where is that? Show me that. You know? Does that make sense? Like, very strange. Um, but that's that worship gene, I feel like, kind of in play. They are, and it's tribalism. It's definitely tribalism also, but even that, I think, has some connection to the worship gene or the worship whatever the fuck. Um, to watch people very quickly. What experiment was that? The Stanford experiment. They get a group. That group is assigned roles: prison guard, prisoner. Very quickly, they tribalized and started just fucking getting gnarly on each other, you know, both within their groups and uh, intergroup, just abuse. Like the fake prison guards were fucking up the prisoners. Prisoners were fucking up prisoners. I think the only thing that was like kind of protected were the prison guards. Prison guards. They didn't. I don't know that they fucked each other up as prison guards. Maybe they. I guess so though. If you consider the concept of like, hey, don't do that. That's fucked up. I know that's a prisoner, but don't do that. And then the other side of it, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm better than this person because I'm on another level than them. I guess that would count. But even that worship gene, there's some weird shit to that where it's like it supersedes intelligence. It supersedes um, better judgment. It supersedes morality. It supersedes so many things. And it's almost like it just kicks into gear without, you know, thinking almost. And there's also that very common concept of like beings in groups. Many times the person is smarter than people, you know? Like if there is a group of 10 of us, even though mathematics would tell you that's 10 brains, you should get more done. That's 10 bodies, you should get more done. Um, it's very likely that dumb shit will happen because you start telling each other dumb shit. Whereas one person may sit there for longer and try to figure the thing out, but they have maybe less of a chance of hysterics and other delusional qualities that would cloud their mind and judgment, at least for a while. It depends on the specifics of the situation. If you're starving them or keeping them from water and other weird fear factor shit, then, or no, I guess like Survivor or whatever the fuck. I hate reality shows. That would, you know, maybe change the dynamic, but the person is generally calmer and more collected than a group of people in times of duress or heavy thought. But anyway, yeah, man, I just there's this is weird, you know? Um anyway, if you happen to find this video, in fact, I'll even maybe I'll put it in the community section, but just you don't even have to look at this specific video. Go look up videos or pictures of cave paintings and old glyphs and things of that nature. Why are they all so like they're not perfect, but they all look the same? Just think about that for a little bit, and I feel like you'll maybe get what I'm trying to say to you. That is fucking weird. That's weird when I write and you write and she writes and he writes. That is four different depictions of a visual language that will look very different. My P doesn't look like your P. My A doesn't look like your A. My R doesn't look like your R. Why the fuck do all of these cave paintings and Sanskrit and all of these different things that are scribbled onto shit all over the realm, why do they look the fucking same? What is that? That doesn't make sense, does it? Anyway, I think I may dig into that today and talk more about it if I find something that maybe. I mean, honestly, at this moment, I'm just like, Foundation. If I'm gonna go find what episode that is, so that if you don't give a fuck about TV shows, like, and just like to do research, and maybe you want to see the depiction that I'm talking about, I feel like you get it. But regardless, I'll find the episode of Foundation that I'm talking about because it so clearly shows an advanced civilization that has the capability far beyond the capability that is the technological capability that is on this planet that they visit. They show up, and the thing is, like, when they get to this place, they're not like cave people. They're if I remember correctly, it's more like akin to the wild wild west, which may also just be fucking stories. um and they show up to this place, they have ships and shit like that, and all the beings that are on this place are like, what the fuck is that, you know? And they give them a religion, they give them a person to worship, they give them stories of hope based in this person and within the system that is below this person. So the people that are talking, they're like, I'm an apostle basically, and all this shit. Like, it's so smart the way that they wrote this. It's a good example of what seems to be the reality. Like, it's very unlikely to me that that is not the actual case within the ontological makeup of whatever the fuck this is. Like, that seems like a very clear depiction of just this. So I'm gonna find that and put it in the community section. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. I hope you have a cool weekend. I'm very tired from work mentally, so but this is how my brain does when I'm tired mentally. So get get stoked for that. All right, bye.